I can't wait now for the next stage, for all those years ahead, for all the family holidays, for all the birthdays and everything. I can't wait.
When I was 9 years old, I was diagnosed with leukemia. So I went through, it was quite a rare form of leukemia, so I went through 3 years of treatment.
That must have been a really tough time for you. Oh gosh, I can imagine that it was just really difficult.
I know.
Really, really
she was
difficult.
9 at the time. I know. In the beginning, we didn't tell her how bad it was. Because as a 9-year-old, you don't really know what cancer means.
I can't imagine it.
I know.
Brave people. I mean, there's nothing you can do but live through it and just deal with it when it's happening.
I think the worst part when Sammy lost her hair, she wore a little hat for 2 years, I think it was. And she would not go anywhere without the hat. And it was hard for her as a little girl. The fear is still sometimes there, isn't it, about it or not? Maybe more me.
In you.
Because you lived it, in a way, a 9-year-old, you're kind of a bit oblivious in a way, aren't you?
I didn't know how
Kind of,
serious it was.
You know, less aware of the consequences potentially.
of the outcome really as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
What
I
could
think that's
happen.
a good thing, though. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. You need that as a child. You've still got to be a kid at the end of the day. Yeah.
I think when you go through illness like leukemia, because of all the cruel treatment, really, the childhood sort of like stops somehow.
But I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys, okay?
Thank you.
I was told probably around 13 that there was a possibility that with some of the drugs that they've used that I might not be able to have children. I do remember that though, even though when you're young you think, oh, that's fine, I don't want any. But I remember that it was quite hard to hear.
Hey, calm yourself. Fine. I'm panicking now, I can see it.
I know.
Just calm yourself a bit.
When I met Tony, I was quite honest with him and said I may not be able to have children.
You look like you're getting nervous now.
I know.
It'll be all right.
Tony was, from the off, always really, really supportive.
She was always open with it, that there might be a tough road ahead. Hey, you'll be fine. Just calm yourself. Just chill out for a bit. What's the matter? Huh?
I don't know. It's always mixed emotions all the time.
It's hormones.
Happy and sad.
I can't cope with these hormones.
Because of Sammy's leukemia as a child, she always has a higher risk in pregnancy. Because of her platelets, they're always a little bit lower, so therefore she is more of a risk to hemorrhage.
Now, when you move, after this contraction's gone down, I'm going to get you to go towards me, over the back of the bed, okay?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
You don't know about this?
It's so painful.
Helps bring baby in the right place, I know.
Oh.
That's it. Nice, deep breaths and relax into the bed. That's her. Down a lot faster than before, okay? That's it, well done. All right, just relax. It's okay, Stay nice and calm, it's fine. Go with it. All right, relax those legs.
Tony obviously finds it a little bit difficult. He sees me in pain and can't control anything that's happening. And I think that has come from his background of being in the military.
Well done, that's it. You can see baby's head, baby's coming.
He's not good with that lack of control or that he can't help.
We've been told that there's a chance that the palate might be involved as well. They can have hearing problems and speech problems and that sort of thing as well. We won't know for sure until he's born, and I think that's the thing that's playing on my mind the most is, you know, when this baby's sort of handed to us, the first thing I'm going to want to know is whether it's, you know, his palate is involved or not. And you feel quite guilty for feeling like that, really, because, you know, it's your baby and it shouldn't matter, really.
Try grabbing that bristly bit. Seriously. Does that help? No? Take your mind off it. Nice.
John's quite romantic, aren't you? Or you were?
Yeah. Patrick takes all the time now. I can't afford to be romantic.
John, do you want to just come here a sec?
Yeah, I like that sort of thing. Surprises, gifts, presents. Yeah. Little trips away.
Yeah.
I've
We
done that
used
for a
to
few
do,
years.
yeah.
It's been a while since we've done any of that sort of stuff. I'll start romancing you again when you're 60, dear.
You like to think that you won't feel, you don't want to be sort of horrified by how your child looks. I hope that, you know, I'll just look straight past it and just see my baby boy the same way I did with Patrick, really.
As I remember sitting there and playing outside in the mud with a stick. And you come over and says, why are you playing in the mud?
She's the new girl on the link.
How long have you been together, you two?
14 years.
14 years. 14 years?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Long time.
You got together when you were teenagers?
We got together when we were 14.
Yeah. We used to always go to a big tree at the top of the lane, and there was a big tarsi on it, like swing. And we all used to just play about around there, and that's how we mainly got to know each other.
It's hard with having our child with disabilities that he has. Show you the picture of him.
But he was basically born with a cleft lip and palate.
Leighton is 24-hour reliable on me and Danny.
He's a right little chunk.
Oh, my God, he's gorgeous. He is a chunk, isn't he?
He is. He's
a proper chunk.
He's like a little sumo wrestler. It's non-stop. He can't be left alone. So we've got to be there because he has no palate, he has no top of his mouth. He has to have suction, so all his saliva, he can't actually swallow it, just pools at the back of his throat.
Oh, my God, I bet you've been in and out of the hospital constantly, haven't
Yeah,
you?
up and down, like.
Can he eat, or does he have to have...
He gets
Peg fed.
Peg fed.
Does he have any kind of oral?
No.
Nothing at all?
No.
Oh, bless him. He's still smiling, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say no.
So happy.
She does give him a little bit of yogurt and stuff like that on his tongue.
All children with charge are all different. Some could live until they're in the 30s, some could live until they're only in the teens. He's just started going to school.
Oh, bless.
So we're
He loves going to school, though.
a special little school, doesn't he? He's 3. He can't walk, talk, see, but he does smile. He does laugh. He does kick his legs a bit. And at one point we got told that he'd never do that. With Leighton, it's the little things are the biggest things to us, because just seeing him smile, your whole heart, life, body just fills up with so much joy, it's unreal. For someone to try and say that he won't do anything, I'll never believe it. My mum would always, like, skip me dad and that because he was blind, to try and make a joke out of it. So then my dad would, you know, throw a little bit of banter back, and just watching the pair of them, it showed me just because he's got a disability, it doesn't mean to say that that's the end of it. My mum's birthday's the 4th of May. She died on the 9th. You all right, Dad? You all right? Mum, you're not the only one, Dad. When my mum passed away, we actually had worries and doubts about my dad. But we needn't have, because the way he's pulled through is unbelievable.
I've always wanted the fairy tale, you know, marriage and children. That's my purpose in life, to just love somebody unconditionally and just to nurture somebody. Me and Jez met when I came back on my holiday from cruise ships, And I went to see my friend play. She was in his band. She was the drummer in his band.
Blonde hair, bit of a tan, tight pair of jeans. I couldn't not.
Yeah.
That was it. Swept her off her
He fancied the
feet.
pants off me.
Of course.
What, and you didn't me?
Well, he had long hair, and I was like, he's got longer hair than me. I'm not having a guy who's got nicer
Hair envy.
Yeah, nicer hair than me.
I was talking to my friend and she said, oh, the singer, he really likes you. I said, oh, no, I'm not interested in getting into a relationship. I'm going back out to America in 3 weeks.
And yeah, I said, oh, you use herbal essences. How lovely.
A herbal essence moment.
And sent her a message the day after.
He invited me out to go and he'd done a garden at a flower festival, very rock and roll, and he invited me out to go and have a look at this garden that he'd won an award for, and I said, yeah, go on then.
Well, did I know 10 years later we'd still be together.
Charlie.
Good decision.
Finding Jez was literally the biggest thing that I could cross off my list.
So what's this one? Base coat? What are we doing, a wall?
It took us a little over 5 years of trying and planning for our first little girl to come along. Every time I was ovulating, it'd be like, right, come on, I'm ovulating, we need to go.
So have you been anywhere nice on your holidays? I'd come home some nights and she'd be like, right, this is it, waff, upstairs, and that was that. Before, you know, I might be off out, you know, rehearsal night or whatever, and it'd be like, we've got an hour.
It was fun trying. But when it became apparent that there was a problem, that's when I think things took a bit of a turn. We'd been told we probably wouldn't conceive naturally. Everybody just said, just try not to think about it, but it's the hardest thing. So we started the process of the IVF route.
It got to the stage where we were talking to the doctors about, you know, when we were going to be moving in and it all happening. And literally 2 weeks before our date of going in to speak with them, it happened, didn't it, really?
And this baby, there was definitely no planning involved.
It just happened.
Yeah.
And that was that. And here we are.
Yeah. Nobody feeds her, do they, before I do?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, my days of wet nurse are well gone. Not happening.
You all right?
Am I all right?
Are you feeling okay? Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks, sweetie.
We've been together about 18 months, and then we found out you were expecting. A couple of weeks later, we lost the baby, didn't we? And we were devastating, wasn't it? Well, 8 months after we lost the baby, because I hadn't dealt with it at the time, I just went into depression, went into a very dark place, and it just hit me like a freight train. I'm not right here. To actually say I needed help was a relief. It's just like having a weight. It's just a great weight taken off your shoulders. When I went through counselling, a lot of the repair work in that was to do with humour, you know what I mean, and trying to, you know, teach myself to laugh again.
From the one feet to the other
Wanna
feet.
dance?
Ballet.
I'm going to be a dad, you know what I mean? It's my lifelong ambition.
You wanted to shout it from the rooftops, let's be honest.
I did. I just wanted to climb up on the roof and shout it with a big bloody megaphone, you know what I mean?
Biggest pushes you've got?
Yeah.
The last few.
I don't know how I'm going to react. It might be the one thing that does shut me up.
Right, there's one building off.
Okay, shall I
Ready?
start?
You ready? Big deep breath in.
Go for it.
Big push. Come on.
on,
Keep
babe.
going. Big push down. Fantastic. Well done. Big deep breath in. And again. Well done. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Well done. Right. Relax. Breathe.
Come right down.
Congratulations. She's gorgeous.
Oh, mi little Baba Lola. Lola, when she's born, I think it's going to be a little blessing.
No, whatever you want.
I think that we've been sent now another little angel.
Oh, little Lola, don't cry.
She's going to be loved so much by all of us.
Being a parent, it's amazing. It's just the most amazing thing that any one person can do for another. It really is. I'd say, what else can I offer this world than, you know, keeping the species alive, as it were, you know?
Mummy and Daddy are here. Oh, you're so perfect, just like your sister.